Oh.
Mic test. 2, 3. Recording na?
Oh. Hey, what's up?
Okay.
Welcome.
So, ano ba? Bala na, simulan lang tayo basta we're just here in the residence of Rain,
Sa kanila.
uh,
Ah,
Fiesta ng Immaculate,
sa mataas na
basta
kahoy.
Immaculate.
Mataas na
Sa
kahoy,
mataas na
Lipa.
kahoy, Lipa, Batangas. So, shout out sa mga Batangueño dyan. Hello.
Sarap po yung pagkain.
Sobrang sarap, grabe. Lalo na yung favorite ko dito yung menudo.
Mm.
Ikaw na favorite na handa mo?
Yung ano, kare-kare.
Con, yung favorite ko.
Tsaka ketchup.
Ayun, sino ba nag-prepare nun?
Yung more con in order lang, pero yung ibang food, si mama, gumising siya ng 4 a.m. para magluto.
Oh.
So yesterday, kagabi, prepare na niya yung parang nilagay nila mga, ang tawag doon, mga seasoning.
Hmm.
Tapos yun, gumising siya na maaga para lutuin.
Kaya napagod si mama.
Di pa rin siya
Energetic pa
Dami
din.
energy. Nice, sige. Wala naman. This is Sponty Podcast. So meaning spontaneous lang, out of nowhere. We just
Mhm.
decided to actually record this and just record what are we talking about dito sa bahay nila. So, yeah, ano bang pwede nating topic? Siguro,
Anything.
anything under the sun. No? So, sige, siguro pwede natin gawin, branding. Let's talk about branding. Kasi,
Mga,
very, ano ngayon, very important. I mean, medyo may mga nag-trend ngayon regarding the topic of branding. Especially in the scope of businesses right now. Kung gaano ba ka-importante yung branding ng isang business. Importante nga ba ang branding? Kailangan niya ba siya? Does it actually add up to the sales or revenue ng isang business? Di ba? So, alamin natin yan. Well, let's try to actually brainstorm lang, not brain dump kung ano naman yung pag-usapan na natin. So, siguro, let's start with, ano kaya yung branding for you? Ano ba yung pag sinabing branding? Logo ba yan? Colors ba yan? Can you define branding in a uh,
yeah.
more defined way?
Oo. Siguro based sa mga resources na consume ko is ang ganda ng sinabi ni I think it's Jeff Bezos. Sabi niya is branding daw what people says about you when you're not in the room. Ibig sabihin, yun yung true self nila. Yun yung totoong feedback nila about you. And parang recently lang pakinggan ko kay Alex Hermosi. Ay, sige po mama. Salamat po. Uy, may pasok.
Fresh salad brought to you by Tita. Ayun,
Salamat po,
Thank you, Tita. Ay,
Ay, grabe. Pasawsaw nga pre. Thank you, Tia Lenteng. Guys, kain tayo.
baka mo.
Oh, hindi mo. Oo nga, lega. Ito na lang. Patong na lang natin.
ASMR, masarap ba?
Sorry.
Narinig mo?
Sarap rin. Panalo.
Narinig ko yung mabungaya ka. Gusto ko na.
Sorry.
ASMR. Sige, going back.
Ayun, yung from Alex Hormozi narinig ko recently. Parang ang notion niya about branding is all about the association nung isang brand or nung isang product or nung isang service about kunwari kung ano yung ginagawa mo, kung ano yung business mo, kung ano yung product mo, kung ano yung service mo, and core values. So yun, I think for me, it sums up na in a very simple way from Jeff Bezos is branding is what people says about you when you're not in the room. So for me, ang translation is hindi naman in a bad way na parang pinagchichismisan ka. It's actually their honest feedback kung ano yung naging experience nila sa'yo. So branding is a very big or very broad na umbrella. Maraming nasa loob na. May brand identity design, may brand strategy, and under the design, marami. Meron kang mga packaging, meron kang mga social media, meron kang website, everything that it touches. And then from the brand strategy naman, and I can siguro differentiate in two things. Is the strategy is actually parang yung blueprint mo or plan to execute. And then pag na-execute mo na yon, that's your brand design. And then from brand design, yung mga core values mo, yan, dyan lahat naka-anchor for your own brand. So, ang ganda nung na-enlighten ni Alex Hormozi na it's just about the association. Ano yung gusto mong i-associate sa market mo? Na parang, do you want them to make you see or feel like you're happy? Do you want them to make you see or feel? Thank you. Na mukha kang professional, di
Yeah.
ba? And some will say na, uy, mukha kang, ganda naman nitong si Nara Love. Uy, shout out kay Nara Love, di ba?
Sheesh.
It looks trustworthy. Yan, di ba? Trustworthy on the Web3 or Web3 space. Good. Sama ka. Thank you po, Mama. So, yun.
Thank you po.
I hope medyo merong meaning yung ending na mention.
So, from what I can, parang, based from what you have said, ang
Mm.
pagkakaintindi ko ngayon ng branding na sinabi mo is relevant to personal branding eh.
Mm.
Right? Kasi you're talking about a person. How are we perceived as a person
Mm.
by other people?
Yeah.
So, yun parang yung sinasabi mo kanina, di ba? So, yun parang based from what have Jeff Bezos said
Mm.
and even
Alex Hormozy.
Hormozy himself.
Mm.
So, when it comes to the actual meaning of branding, siguro ito, basahin ko na lang.
Sure.
So, sabi dito, branding is the process of creating a unique identity for a product, service, or business.
Mm.
It's about shaping how people perceive your brand and what comes to mind when they hear its name.
Mm.
Branding encompasses everything from a company's logo and visual design to its mission statement, customer service experience, and overall reputation.
Mm.
So it makes sense, no? Kasi definitely branding is pwede siyang for business, for personal brand, no? Personal identity, or even for a product.
Yeah.
So, yeah, siguro, bigay siguro tayo ng mga examples of brand identities that actually make sense
Mm.
ng mga sikat. So, para mas maintindihan lang ng tao na hindi lang siya basta logo.
Yeah.
No, branding is that when we say branding, it's not just a logo.
Mm.
It's a overall reputation of a product, of a person, of a business.
Yeah.
So, can you share some, examples na sa
Yung recently lang, yung pinag-usapan natin kagabi, di ba? Parang yung nag-come up tayo sa RC and Coca-Cola. So, let's move on to a product no, soft drinks yan. So, parang I have this thought na, sige nga, let's say, yan, merong big event o fiesta, di ba, soft drink. Let's say wala ng Coke. Ano yung bibilhin? Kung ang available lang doon, sabihin natin si RC or sabihin natin na si Pepsi. And this is based on the parang doon sa ginawang campaign ng RC, right? Na is it to ignite? Is it yes or no para doon sa mga market nila? So, I think that's a great example na when it comes to product, paano sila magi-stand out? Paano sila makikilala ng market nila? Paano sila ma-associate sa market nila? And at the end, paano sila yung pipiliin? Diba?
Yeah, so parang for example, kung soft drinks, 'di ba unang-una pumapasok sa isip natin, Coke, Coca-Cola product,
Mhm.
'di ba? Talagang top of the mind. Pag sinabing toothpaste,
Colgate.
Colgate. Pag sinabing diaper,
Pampers.
Pampers. Pag sinabing Rain. Pag sinabing makeup, anong top of the mind pag makeup? Pag for girls.
Tulad mo?
Makeup? Sephora? Sephora?
Or
Or mga MAC?
ayun, so yun, mga ganon. I don't know ba. Para we have that top of the mind na mga products. O pag
Mm.
sinabi naman natin fast food chains. Ang top of the mind mo pag fast food chain.
McDo.
Donald's.
Jollibee,
Oo.
Pinoy, mga inasal.
Oy, mga inasal.
So yung mga ganon, no? So meron talaga tayong top of mind when it comes to brands, no? And it's not just mga inasal na logo or Jollibee because of Chicken Joy, but it's more of a deeper branding, right?
Yeah. Ayun yung pinaka para sa akin as someone who does brand identity design or logo.
Yeah.
Yun yung pinaka-interesting para sa akin when it comes to brand or branding, kung ano man tawag. Kasi, have you ever imagined or have you ever encountered a brand or a product na walang logo or wala man any wordmark na pagkakakilanlan?
Wala pa.
Di ba? Even yung I don't know kung narinig niyo na yung brand na no brand, parang Korean yata siya.
Still a brand.
It's still a brand.
Yeah.
Pinosisyon na lang nila. So parang sa akin is, you have to create an entity. Like, hindi naman empty. It's like an entity na dun mo lahat ilalagay kung ano yung gusto mong i-associate ng isang tao. So let's say, yun nga, kung soda, di ba? And some of the very genius and creative mind ng mga nag-create ng product na yan, hindi naman nila agad na hit or nakuha yung parang goal nila. It's a process eh. Pero, at the very first start pa rin, nag-start pa rin sila na meron silang something. That's why makikita mo na may mga products or brands na nagre-rebrand din. Like for example, si Apple. Nakikita niyo yung logo niya before, di ba? Yung kauna-una.
Yeah.
Yung nakaabang pa yata siya sa si Eva ba yun? Si Eva.
Newton.
Parang ganun.
Newton.
Something na. So, yun. Yung interesting sa akin is you have to create an entity. Kung hindi ka personal brand, if you're going to create a business or sabihin mo na product, you're going to create an entity that your market or your potential buyers or consumers can love or like or you can get their attention na pag nakita nila, uy, okay to ah. Yeah?
Okay. Sige, so definitely that's branding, no? Balikan ko lang sinabi mo about na lahat ng bagay is associated with something.
Yes.
And that's branding. Imagine mo, yung even plastic labo. Di ba? Ano pag sinabing plastic labo, ano yung brand pumapasok sa inyo? Familiar ba kayo?
Hindi ko nakikita.
Calypso. I mean, di ba? Parang, alam mo na, nakita ko dun eh. May Calypso doon. Sa mga magsashare. So, Calypso is Fosforo. Ano yung brand ng Fosforo?
Guitar?
Guitar.
Yeah.
Di ba? Katol. Di ba? Baygon. So, I mean, every single product out there has their own branding, has their own identity.
Yeah.
And so, as a person and as for a business, napakahalaga na. Kaya siguro maganda rin na mapag-usapan talaga yan right now. So, ano kung next topic natin?
Siguro yung more than that, more than the entity itself, yung part is yung core values.
Ito, gusto ko yung tanong. Sige, bago tayo pumunta dyan sa core values. Kasi ito, maraming nagtatanong, although nasabi naman natin kanina, pero we would want to actually address this elephant in the room or to give clarity dun sa tanong na, pag sinabing branding, logo lang ba siya?
Usually kasi, ito yung parang based on history. Yeah. Kaya siya naging ganun yung method. Kasi from what I've researched din, yun lang, yung na-consume ko is, ang history niya is, nag-start siya dati na parang yung mga era ng, I think, Egyptians pa yata or parang way pa, talagang BC or ano bang generation yun or ano yun. Something na gano'n. So, nag-start siya talaga or naging popular dun sa mga parang mga livelihood steps. Na parang kailangan ko ng something na mag-identify na itong livelihood stocks ko, yung mga baka, yung mga, alam mo, kambing, whatever, kabayo, is ma-identify nila na eto yung sa amin. Let's say, sabihin natin na kay Tutankhamen, example lang, kay Tutankhamen. So ngayon, they created an emblem for identification para ma-identify nila. Pag nakita nila yung baka, it's the same with the log. Merong parang yung, ano bang tawag doon? Yung parang, yung metal na nilalagay sa baga sa mainit tapos iniano nila. So doon siya nag-start yung parang history ng logo or ng branding. That's why ako in my experience din is most of the time sa Western culture or sa mga parang businesses, when they say branding, yun na yun. It's like the logo, the color, the type. Diba? So most of the time. Pero yun nga, it's a very big umbrella si branding like na-mention mo. It's a process eh. Hindi siya basta-basta na yun lang. However, in a common notion, minsan pag sinasabi nilang ganung branding, tapos nakita mo, ano lang pala, logo, sabihin natin na colors, typography, and even messaging yan. So, to answer the question is, hindi talaga. Hindi siya logo lang. It's more than that. However, yun nga, if maka-encounter kayo ng mga parang business people na hindi rin naman ganun ka-broad yung knowledge nila.
Mm.
is okay lang yun, matawagin na lang yun. Huwag kayong ma-offend and huwag kayong magiging hysterical. Hindi, ang branding kasi ganito, ganyan. So, we just have to guide them and educate them na, yeah, it's actually more than that. But we will also help you dito sa hinahanap yung branding like logo, colors, typography, and messaging. So yun, to answer the question.
Iyon, nice. So definitely guys, no, disclaimer, branding is not just a logo. So it's more than that. So yun nga, ang next question would be for businesses out there. Gaano nga ba kaimportante naman now that we actually have an idea about branding, di ba?
Mm,
Gaano naman siya kaimportante,
mm,
in a business?
yeah.
Importante ba talaga na may branding ang business, no? Is it really required? Does it really actually make us money kung magkaka-branding ka? Kasi to be honest, eto, no, without being transparent to everyone,
Mm,
may bayad. Pag nagpagawa ka ng logo, pag nagpagawa ka ng branding, you have to invest
yeah.
on your branding. You have to
Mm,
actually pay for artists, you have to pay for branding experts to actually help you build your brand. You can actually do it on your own, pero it's actually hard if
mm,
hindi ka naman talaga magaling doon,
yeah.
no? But bakit kaya gumagastos ang mga businesses
Mm,
out there for their branding?
yeah. Yeah. So that's a very great question actually kasi yung na-mention ko kanina, parang have you ever imagined or have you ever encountered a service product, company or a brand na walang logo, walang identity?
Mm.
Kahit sabihin mo na ginawa ng owner, meron pa din eh. Meron at meron. So on a business perspective, I would say na siya lagi yung nagiging parang some or majority na challenge or bottleneck. Hindi, wala pa kaming branded. Hindi kami makapag-start. So based yan sa nakuha ko ding feedback na parang hindi kasi ako maka-move on kasi wala pa akong logo, wala pa akong kulay, wala pa akong imagery. So may mga ganyang cases. Pero I'm not saying na hindi ka magsa-succeed or hindi ka kikita ng pera kung wala kang branding. Kasi the reality is, maraming businesses diyan na kumikita na 'pag tiningnan mo, sabihin mo, like, disclaimer lang, design is very subjective. So, nakita mo, "Oh, ba't hindi naman 'to mukhang modern, hindi naman 'to mukhang Apple, hindi naman 'to mukhang gan'to." Pero kumikita sila. So, to answer that is, it's not actually ang complete yes. It's very important, pero you can do it both ways, eh. You can start na mag-branding ka agad or you can just have your own na DIY na parang hindi siya complete branding sa mata ng ibang tao or sa market, 'di ba? You can succeed pa rin and you can earn. But siguro ano lang, ang one thing na mare-realize nila over time, if you scale, you have to have your own branding. Kasi eto din sa ginagawa ni Mrs. sa project management, naririnig ko lang 'to, yung parang sabi na, mahirap mag-automate kung hindi standardize yung ginagawa mo, right, sa project management. So, I realized na gano'n din pala sa branding. Mahirap mag-expand ang business kung wala kang standard na logo, 'di ba? Sabihin mo magtayo ka ng Nara Labs, 'di ba, example. Nakita nila sa Facebook, "Uy, Nara Labs, this is a great logo, this is" nag-promote na ngayon sa iba, sa LinkedIn. Si Nara Labs, ibang brand. Same name, different branding. Do you think mare-realize nila na parehas pala sila? Somehow, yes. Kasi same name eh. Pero nakita nila na iba yung bihis. Iba yung logo. And then nag-promote ka sa TikTok, Nara Labs again. 'Di ba? So, iba-iba kayo ng pinopromote. Same name, iba-iba yung pinopromote. So, it's hard for you to expand or it's hard for you to grow if you don't have a standardized design, standardized messaging, and pinaka-importante, hindi naman standardized but your own core values. Kasi 'pag hindi sila lahat align dun sa core values na yun, dun dumadating yung challenge na it either eventually nagpa-flop siya kasi sobrang laki na hindi niya kayang sustain. Kasi wala kayong anchor, eh. Iba-iba yung anchor niya, eh. And most of the time, pag marami ng employees, wala namang pakialam sa'yo sa branding mo. They just want to earn money. Which is, yun yung nakikita ko na parang big factor for a business. But you can do it. Yun nga, you can do it na okay na yung business mo kahit di ka mag-branding, okay. Pero if you expand eventually, you will need it.
Nice, nice. So, nabanggit mo kanina yung scaling, no? So,
Mm.
before I proceed to the next question actually, balikan ko lang yun. Kasi parang, so for starters ba, or mga beginners pa lang in their business, or someone who are starting their personal brand,
Mhm.
is it important to actually have a logo?
Personal brand, I would say na yes, important na meron. Pero eto yung, kailangan yung mindset is if that logo or kahit hindi logo, eh, actually, if that particular thing is a roadblock for your progress, move forward,
Yes, yes. Tama.
'di ba? Kung gusto mo na perfect logo, gano'n din ako. Gusto ko lalo na gumagawa ng logo, perfectionist, every pixel counts. Pero if that would be a roadblock for your progress, hindi success, for your kahit very little progress, then use Canva logo, walang problema, 'di ba? Use name, walang problema. So yun. Mhm.
Yun. So, definitely tama yun. Kasi may iba kasi dyan, no? Pinaringgan. Hindi kasi,
Iba yung
for example, yung iba na hindi nagte-take action. So, kung gusto mo i-build yung personal business mo, or you're someone, a business owner who wants to start your business, pero ino-overtake mo kagad yung logo, hindi ka makapag-proceed or actually take the first step kasi iniisip mo wala ka pang logo. Then, if that's the case of of, sabi nga niya, yung roadblock mo to actually get there is wag muna siyang isipin. Simulan mo lang. You just have to start from somewhere.
Hmm.
You know, kasi minsan justification lang natin yun for us to not to take action kasi wala pa tayong logo,
Ouch.
'di ba? So, minsan, kasi wala pa po akong logo, kasi wala pa akong website, kasi wala pa akong branding. So, paano ako magsa-start ng business? Paano ako magko-connect sa mga clients?
Hmm.
So, if gano'n yung mindset mo, then definitely you're missing a lot.
Yeah, sayang yung time, sayang yung time. And ano naman, eh, parang, it's a good thing na if you first encounter it, okay lang yun, 'di mo naman kasalanan yun, eh. Even ako, guilty din ako, dumaan ako sa gano'n. And lalo na as a logo designer na parang yun nga, or actually hindi logo designer, mga designers, may pagka-ano yan, may pagka-OC yan, gusto
OC,
nila perfect
perfectionist.
design, 'di ba?
Yeah,
Yan, so
overthinkers.
oo, overthinking. Which is ano, parang kaya naman din tayo nasa design kasi nga may gano'n tayong characteristic.
Yeah.
Somehow pero yun nga, sometimes
Kailangan balance lang.
it's bad for us. So we have to identify. So kung naririnig niyo 'to, okay lang yan, Canva logo, that will do. Yan, basta mag-move forward ka.
Ayun. Okay, sige. Doon tayo sa isang question na nabanggit mo rin kanina. So, I would want to actually ask that. Kasi, nabanggit mo na sa scalability, kailangan talaga ng branding in
Yeah.
scaling, no? Another thing is, what makes brands today become sustainable
Hmm. Hmm.
in light of their branding?
Okay.
So, bigyan natin ng example. For example, si iPhone.
Okay.
iPhone, no? Baka naman. iPhone,
Shoutouts. TikTok ba?
parang every semester, di ba? Or every year,
Every year.
yearly, they're
Baka
releasing
may
actually
bagong
new
iPhone dyan.
new iPhone. So ngayon, nasa iPhone 15 tayo ngayon, Titanium Pro Max, no? So shout out sa mga meron dyan, fully paid. And every year, they're actually making and releasing a better version of what's
Hmm.
the previous one.
Yeah.
And that's how iPhone becomes sustainable in their branding.
Yeah.
Ngayon, I would like to ask, sa tingin mo, bakit ganun?
Okay.
Bakit importante na may in the scaling part or in, sustainability part ng isang business, napakahalaga ng branding.
Yeah, sige. Eto, so mamaya yung iPhone, mag-move muna tayo sa ano. So first is as freelancers or service provider. 'Di ba anong ginagawa natin? So attend kayo ng stage 1 call pala. Yan. 'Di ba, naghahanap ka ng market mo, naghahanap ka ng problem to solve, naghahanap ka ng skill, tapos nagagawa ka ng offer statement, nagagawa ka ng cover photo mo, 'di ba? Dun pa lang, before mo magawa is you have to identify ano ba yung gusto kong kulay, ano ba yung gusto kong design, may biases ka na eh. So, as a service provider, ano yung benefit ng sabihin natin na solid branding? Yung solid brand identity design. So, and you want to expand. So basically, ang ginagawa niya is you have a standardized design or standardized template. So kung magko-connect ka, kasi hindi ako maka-connect kasi ginagawa pa ng designer yung ina-update pa. If you have a standardized design, meron ka ng brand guidelines, meron ka ng social media templates, meron ka ng Facebook cover, that's just on the design. So, yung copy, syempre, it's a different thing or sa brand strategy, meron ka ng mission vision. Imagine mo, every time na magko-connect ka, gagawin mo siya ng gagawin. How troublesome and how time-consuming pag ganun lagi. You start from scratch. You start from scratch. So definitely, ang ginagawa ng brand design, yung brand guidelines mo or yung brand templates mo, yung mga graphics mo na yun, is naka-standardize sila lahat. Hindi mo na siya kailangan ulit-ulitin. You have just to reuse. Reuse and improve. Reuse and improve. So, ganun yung ginagawa nila. Imagine mo, magsisend ka ng proposal for a 10 client. Every time magsisend ka ng proposal for a client. Wait lang, hindi pa magsisend kasi ginagawa pa ng designer yung design. Pinapaganda pa namin eh. Diba? Although, merong in Tribeway, diba? You can actually send a document version. Wala namang problema nun. Diba si Cheap, nagko-close ng mga $1,000 deals for just a Microsoft Word or document. Google Docs, diba? And yun nga, it works. But for someone who wants design for their business or they want to expand or you want to, yun nga, parang sabihin mo na use and use all over again, definitely, you can use your own design, yung brand mo. So, that's the importance. Kung wala ka nun, imagine mo yung time na ikukonsumo mo sa paggawa nun every time. So, that's for service. Nag-send ka ng walkthrough, diba? Merong mga freelancers or service providers na medyo picky sa walkthrough. Gusto nila may presentation. Gusto nila may pitch deck, diba? And there's nothing wrong about it kasi you want to impress your clients. You want to have that confidence na pag nakita ka nila, diba? You're trying to associate na pag nakita ka nila, uy, mukha akong professional. Mukha akong premium. So, that's the importance. Kung meron ka nun sa brand mo, then definitely, kung working na siya, pwede mo na siyang expand. Yung growth mo is, sige, gamitin nyo na to guys. Gamitin nyo na to guys. Gamitin nyo na to guys. That's it. So, that's for the service providers. Yan. So, ayun, I think yung isa nating is for the
For
iPhone.
businesses. Yeah, mga businesses. Ano yung sustainability? Bakit importante sa mga businesses yung sustainability with the help of the brand?
Okay. Siguro, example si iPhone. Parang ito rin nga yung pinag-uusapan natin last night. Na para sa akin kasi, parang nung nakuha nila yung formula ng iPhone ni Steve Jobs, if they stick to its core, yung core values nila. Diba meron si Apple before na ang ESP nila or emotional selling proposition is think different. Diba? Think different. And pag nagamit mo yung mga products nila, di ba tayo nila TL Dom kahapon pa. Sabi, Android, iPhone. It's very different and it's the complete opposite of Android. Yung ecosystem niya, yung usability niya. So, this is the experience of the brand itself pa. So, for the iPhone, for me, ang opinion ko is nahanap nila yung formula and then they stick with that formula. And dun sa formula na yun, kasama dun yung core values nila, which is part ng innovation. Diba? And yun nga, sustainability is actually, for me, finding that right formula, making it, iko-quote ko lang dun sa narinig ko rin sa'yo, parang make the main thing, correct mo na lang, and improving it. And I think you can shed light, Coach Han, kung ano yung mas magandang explanation about yan.
Yeah. Thank you. Hindi, kasi ang ganda nung napag-usapan natin kagabi with regards dun sa sa sustainability when it comes to businesses using their brand.
Nasa mangga.
So imagine, si iPhone, tumigil siya gumawa ng bagong phone this year.
Bibili ka ba?
Ano yung impact nun sa mga iPhone users? Right? It will actually make, dalawa lang pwede mangyari dyan. Either bumaba ang sales nila kasi magta-transfer to another, malamang sa malamang yung competitors ng iPhone, gagawa ng bago. At mas maganda dun sa current na meron siya. So it will actually drastically impact the brand. When it comes to sales, when it comes to awareness, when it comes to innovation. So yun nga. For me, nakita ko sa branding is napakahalaga for sustainability is maging innovative. In sustainability is not being consistent of being the same thing, of maintaining the same quality. Kasi marami na gumawa yan, but it actually left them unadaptive towards the trends. For example, si Nokia. Nokia was one of the top tier cell phones before. Totoo yan. And when it comes to quality, when it comes to usability, sobrang solid ng Nokia. Kahit ibang bato mo siya, 'di ba? It will not be broken. And they become consistent on their, quality. Pero ang problema, they haven't tried innovating their brand. Nawalan sila ngayon ng sustainability. Kasi without innovation, there's no sustainability. Kasi when you say about innovation, it's about growing. It's improving your current product, your current business. So kung wala kang improvement, wala kang innovation in your brand, then that's actually not protecting your brand itself. Kung iniisip mo na, hindi, kailangan ganito lang kasi tinanggap ako ng tao ngayon, kailangan ganito lang ako. I have to maintain like this. But in reality, in human psychology, people are designed for growth and improvement. We're always looking for new things, new wants, new desires. Now, if we're not going to actually supply for that with our brands, with our businesses, we're actually failing our brand.
Yeah.
So if we're not growing, we're regressing. We're declining. Ganun lang siya. So there's nothing in between. So kung yung sinasabi natin consistent, it should be a consistent growth. Hindi siya consistency of what you're actually doing lang. Kailangan nag-grow yung process mo, yung thought mo, yung brand mo, yung features mo as a person, kung personal brand man yan. Dapat nag-grow ka as a person, nakikita ng tao yung growth mo. Kasi people are designed to actually aspire for something that's growing. Naturally, we are designed for like that.
Nice.
So kung hindi mo siya sustain or hindi mo siya maipapakita sa target audience mo, sa target market mo, you will actually lose flavor.
Yeah.
So, doon pumapasok importance siya or importance ng branding. Yung branding, it's not stagnant, it's not complacent, it's actually an innovative strategy, na sinasabayan natin yung growth ng desire and wants ng tao.
Actually, it makes sense kasi parang diba yung pinag-uusapan nga natin. You can, I notice it in a lot of things. For example lang, products. Sabi ko nga, yung hinahanap ko sapatos. Ano yung sapatos? Yung rate. Diba? Sabi ko, meron akong nabiling sapatos na gustong-gusto ko siya. Sarap nung, parang it represents YM, yung brand na yun. Tapos yung usability niya, sarap talaga sa paa, kaya gusto kong bilhin ulit. Tapos, nung nasira na siya, di ba yung sabi ng papa, hindi na ako sa Dubai. Nagtataka sila. Sabi, kanina bang sapatos to? Sa akin pala. Sira-sira pa din. So, nung nasira na siya, naghahanap na ako ng kapalit. So, I want the exact same thing. The exact same thing. Sabi ko, bibiling ko yan. Kahit nga second hand But, to notice na yung parang just to connect dun sa sinabi mo na continuously changing and improving. Wala nang ganun. Wala nang ganung parang exact copy. Meron same pa rin yung parang product name or product line niya, pero ini-improve nila or talagang binabago nila. They're trying to innovate. And I think mostly ganun lahat sa sapatos eh. And hindi lang sa sapatos.
Lahat ng products talagang kailangan nagbabago, may bagong feature, may bagong special something about a product, no?
Hmm.
Even halo-halo nga eh, nag-i-innovate.
Yung bulasan mo.
No, yung kahapon, makatikim kami, first time ever nakatikim ako ng halo-halo. Napakasarap, guys. Pumunta kayo sa Sizzling Steakhouse by Chef D sa
Ayan.
Kawit, Cavite.
Nakita ko lang
Sobrang sarap.
siya. Mukha talaga siyang masarap.
Super, super solid nung halo-halo nila. Imagine mo yung halo-halo nila, they are innovating it. Niluluto nila.
Huh?
Niluluto nila bago nila palamigin. Yung actual ice nila is flavored ice cream na siya.
Oh.
So imagine mo yung habang hinahalo mo siya, you're actually, parang ice cube siya ng mga ice cream, tapos halo-halo siyang ganun. Sobrang swalap. Kung gusto nyo matikman, abangan nyo yung content ko.
Ayan,
We will
sige.
post about it. Pero,
Punta kami dyan.
I mean, even those kind of little things, it's actually innovating. And napakalaking factor niya for sustainability ng businesses.
Yeah. Siguro i-add ko lang is yun dun sa innovation. I think before ka rin mag-innovate, yun nga is you have to find the right formula. Pero yung finding that right formula is hindi siya overnight process. And to find that right formula is kailangan meron kang anchor, which is yung core values ng brand mo, is either a separate entity from you or sa personal mo. Pero most of the time kasi yung brands is an extension or yung product or yung company is an extension of your personal. So definitely meron yung core values that you want to. So doon lahat naka-anchor. And then from that anchor, you try to find the right formula with trial and error. And then from there, doon na rin lalabas yung innovation. So,
Yeah, I like that. Kasi parang importante talaga na, ayun nga, ito, with that discussion, no, it's just going to, pinakasimpleng parang relation ng branding sa business is it's your guiding principle. Branding is your guiding principle. So actually, how are you going to innovate? And how are you going to become sustainable sa business mo? Kasi you cannot innovate nang wala sa brand, nang hindi naka-align sa branding mo.
Yeah.
Di ba may mga businesses tayo, for example, may isang product, sapatos siya. Tapos biglang itatry niya yung something na na hindi out of this world, tapos hindi pang sapatos. It doesn't really correlate, pero trending. No, it doesn't actually relates to your branding. It's not aligned with your branding. So wala ring sustainability doon, wala ring innovation doon. You're actually just tainting your brand reputation. So may mga, for example, may mga sumusupport sa mga advocacies. Now, we're not going to mention any advocacies, pero for example, this kind of brand, ang layo nung advocacy niya na, ang layo nung branding niya sa advocacy na to, pero kasi ito nagte-trending na advocacy.
yeah.
Tapos bigla niya sinupport, gumawa siya ng something na content or advertisement about that. Just to get the attention of the people on that advocacy. It actually destroys your brand reputation kasi it's not aligned with you, with your business. So, yun lang. Kaya, napaka-importante na yung branding, yung magiging guiding principle mo when it comes to the things that you're going to do in your innovation, no? Marketing, whatever, advertising, and the way you grow your business.
May question ako, Coach Sean. Parang yung, I think napag-usapan din natin to ng konti kagabi. Is, for example, because there are so many brands out there on an industry or basta sobrang, sabihin na natin a particular name, definitely meron kang competitor. And yung mga trends, di ba? Yan yung ano natin ngayon, mga trending. And people are actually, yun nga, parang they're actually battling or parang naglalaban sila just to have that or to go with the trend. Ano yung, is there a right place or a right move on how I will do it? About, kunwari, kailangan ko bang sumabay sa trend? Kailangan ko bang gumawa ng new trend? And,
So, parang it's riding the wave or igniting a spark.
yeah, yeah.
So, parang ganun. So, definitely, na-mention mo kanina, innovation is trial and error. So, I cannot say what effective and what's not. So you have to actually try what's working for you and what's working and what's not working. And you will not realize that unless you try it. So for example, again, as long as it's aligned with your branding principles, that's okay. So if you're going to ride with a trend, kailangan aligned pa rin dun sa branding mo. Yun pa rin, dun ka pa rin babalik eh. Yun pa rin yung core mo eh. So if you're going to actually ride with this trend, for example, ako challenge sa TikTok,
Ah,
mga makeup. Kung makeup brand ka, malamang effective sa'yo kasi they're actually using makeup products.
right.
'Di ba? So for example, another is yung meme marketing. Yung may mga buko, tapos may transition, bigla may dadapa kang gano'n, sinipa ka ng bull or ng kabayo, something like that. Yung mga meme marketing na yun, if you're going to try that trend, then definitely it's okay. Pero again, will it be helpful to your brand or not? Align ba siya sa brand mo or not? Eh kung seryoso ka, for example, pang professionals, corporate yung mga brand or yung company mo or yung business mo. Tapos gagawa ka ng mga ganong kalokohan para it's not aligned. Kasi yung target market mo doon, hindi naman kasunod ng mga, hindi mo tutuwa doon sa mga papakita mong advertisement.
Yes.
No? So you have to actually go back to your branding as your guiding principle. So it's not something that I can say na, oy, mas effective yung mag-ride the wave ka sa trend. Sabayan mo yung trend or you actually make your own spark,
Mm.
no, to actually innovate and do your own, either of the two are good, no, as long as it's aligned with your brand,
Mm.
no, as long as it doesn't jeopardize yung brand reputation. So yun lang for me.
Talagang naka-anchor sa lahat dun sa core values mo. O yun nga, yung part ng branding. Kasi, hindi naman, I cannot say na easy. Kumbaga, pagka kasi may trend, di ba, I mean, for me, mas madaling to ride in sa trend kaysa gumawa ng trend or to ignite the spark. And what's more is, parang mas mahirap pa, you can be a trendsetter, pero hindi naman siya ibig sabihin is magiging okay siya or hindi rin siya magiging okay. So, yun pa yung challenge doon on that point. So, yun, it all boils down talaga din sa core values mo or core values ng brand for you to have a guide or have an anchor din kung saan yung direction na gusto niyong puntahan when it comes to your decision making, marketing, anything about dun sa brand. Oof.
Yeah, so ang kagandahan ng branding with this, to cap yung ating or to wrap up yung discussion natin for this episode. Wow, first episode.
First episode.
Siguro ano lang, yung how are we going to correlate or yung importance ng branding to everything that we do in the business. Sa personal business mo man, no, or sa actual business mo, no, napakahalaga na you are guided by branding. Kaya kailangan importante na we're actually alam mo yun, parang aware of our branding. Kasi if we're not going to be aware of that, we're actually losing a lot of opportunities. Yung trial and error natin mas mapapabilis kung guided tayo ng branding natin. 'Di ba? Kasi kung meron ka na sinusunod ng guiding principles, mas na-narrow down, mas na-niche down yung dapat mong gawin at yung options mo. 'Di ba? So, branding is the key for that for businesses out there. So, kung kailangan niyo ng branding expert, ito si Eman. Yeah.
Yeah. Siguro for the business out there na for those people na hindi alam kung saan mag-start, maraming mga resources that you can go to. Google mo lang or i-chat GPT mo lang. You can do it on your own. But yun, if you want someone who can actually guide you or yung something na done with you, yung meron kang parang, ang sarap din kasi yung parang ganito, meron kayong conversation, ganun pala yan, ganito pala yan. You can actually get this naman in ChatGPT, pero iba pa rin yung feeling pagka in person kayo or alam mo na tao yung kausap mo. So yeah, you can parang call or ask mga branding experts, sabihin na natin experts, and mga brand strategies and brand design. So, yep, I'm just one of them, pero marami namang options din.
Okay, so any last words or any gusto mong sabihin, Rain?
Ikaw na daw next.
May takeaway ako.
Anong takeaway mo?
Kasi, tatanong ko sana kung kailan paano ko ba malalaman kung ready na ako to hire someone?
Uy, nice topic yan.
Yun. So, yun na-mention mo kanina na talaga parang trial and error. Talaga na um, mag-start ka muna sa something na free or you have. And then, kung hindi talaga nag-work, hindi nagre-resonate sa'yo, and you have ano, the budget na. So, yun, parang nasagot ko na din na oo. Saka ako mag-hire ng brand designer or strategist para sa business ko.
Yeah, nice question kasi parang yun nga, no, when is the right time to actually hire a brand strategist or brand expert for your business?
Hmm.
So, ang tanong kasi diyan is kamusta yung resources mo? How committed are you in your business? How serious are you in your business? No, kasi kung hindi ka seryoso, wag ka na. Sisirain mo lang, nagsayang ka lang ng pera. No,
Oh, wag na.
sa mga gusto mo mag-freelancing ka. Talagang kung committed ka talaga, no? I mean, kung gusto mag-start ng business, siguraduhin mo na magko-commit ka diyan, no? And then, yun, resources, yung commitment, and then, nandun ka na sa stage nga ng scaling. Ako, doon ko siya nakikita, nasa scaling part ka na kasi magiging roadblock siya for you to actually make action pag nag-start ka dun sa early stages mo ng business. Again, it's not bad to actually do that, but it might be a roadblock for you kung sa early stages ka pala ng business mo, iniisip mo na siya agad.
Hmm.
No, that's just for me, no? Lalo na for freelancing businesses, no? Ang kailangan mo lang naman kasi patunayan for freelancer is ikaw yung brand as a person, yung service mo, yung in-offer mo. So, kailangan ikaw, solid ka na. Hindi naman na-detect ng logo or yung yung value mo as a person It's your actual work, yung visibility post mo on how you actually put yourself out there dun sa target market mo. Yun yung importante. No, if you have that, no, mas madali nang makita ano yung branding mo. Ayun.
Yeah.
Ikaw, last.
Sarap yung salad.
Sarap nga ba? Gino.
Okay, so I think that would be our first Sponty episode. No, yeah, very Sponty lang. Definitely, we just actually thought of recording it. Kasi, yeah, mga gatong conversation.
Saan next ano nyo, pre? Saan next ano nyo?
Abangan nyo.
Episode.
Abangan nyo. Pero parang feeling ko nasa beach siya. So, abangan nyo yung next episode.
Masarap-sarap na
So,
episode yan.
medyo mga deep night talks tayo dyan. So, yan, abangan nyo yun. But yeah, this is just for this episode. Definitely, this can be posted on different communities that I am also handling. Pero, i-splice ko na lang, depende kasi yung iba, bawal na ganito. So,
Okay.
but definitely this will be available na i-launch namin siya sa Spotify, agad-agad.
Uy, grabe.
Tsaka sa YouTube channel ko. So, yan. Para available na siya kagad. Wala nang edit-edit masyado. Sponty lang talaga. So, Sponty, lang din, uploading. Pero yeah, definitely, hopefully dun sa mga nanood sa amin or mga nanood nito or ilang oras pa tayo? Umabot pa tayo ng 48 minutes. So, mahaba-haba, but definitely sana may natutunan kayo. And if you have something na natutunan nyo on this episode, make sure to comment it below or let us know your feedback or insights or kung meron kayong questions or topics na gusto nyo pag-usapan namin, comment nyo lang yan.
Saka ba nila makikita ko siya?
Yun, of course, follow nyo ako sa YouTube channel ko. I am Cryptom. Pero papalitan ko na siya, Sean Sebastian. And then also with my Facebook account, Sean T. And I also create my TikTok UGC contents that's on TikTok. So ilalagay ko na lang yung mga links sa baba na tong episode na to.
Yeah.
Kayo naman, ikaw, saan ka ba pa-follow?
Ako usually active talaga ako sa Facebook, which is, ang name ko din is eman.pub. But you can search Brand Publico. So, yun yung name ko. And Instagram. Ciao.
Also ako sa Facebook, Rachel Public.
LinkedIn mo.
Ang offer ko is
Magaling.
systems. So, yun. System strategies.
Highly recommended. Yeah.
So,
Till
kailangan nyo ng OPM project manager.
Vincent Nabablit. Follow me on Facebook. Tsaka sa TikTok. Ang offer ko ay podcast production.
Yes. Credits. Yeah.
Ayan. So, yun lang. See you on our next episode.
Episode
Bye.
1.
Yun, no?
Ayos.